Unfortunately. And so we'll be back again next Monday at 4:30 with another daily dose of leadership. I'm so sorry. First of all, thank you guys for liking, sharing, commenting. Just doing all the things to help get this message out. You guys don't know how much I appreciate that activity. I'm definitely humbled that as many of you guys participate and watch this content as you do. So thank you guys so much for that. Follow us on Instagram at Alex_Seal. That's at ALEX_SEALE. You can find us on YouTube. Just search Alex Seal and like and subscribe to our page. And today's daily dose is valuing others as a leader. Valuing others as a leader. And the question that you should ask yourself every single day as a leader is how am I going to show value to the people that I lead? You know, how am I going to appreciate someone today? Right. Because I think the thing is that I think I as many as you guys know, I work for Chick-fil-A, and our founder is Truett Cathy. And one of the things that he would always say is, how do you know if a person needs encouragement? And the answer would always be if a person's breathing. So that would kind of insinuate and suggest that we need encouragement all the time. We need to be told of our value basically all the time. And so the number one component in this conversation is going to be make sure that you put expressing your value, your gratitude, and your appreciation for your team every single day. You might not be able to tell every single person on your team thank you or how much you value them. At least try to make a conscientious effort to tell 2 to 3 people, if not more, in your organization every single day that you appreciate them and that you value them. I think sometimes we take that for granted. I think sometimes we don't think that's important. I think sometimes we miss an opportunity to connect with our teams because we take on the posture of, we're always looking at the glass half full versus, the glass half empty versus the glass being half full. So let's try to have an optimistic outlook. Sure, things might not be going exactly how you want them to go. And frankly, if everything rises and falls on leadership, you play a role in that. So we can't necessarily take out all of the negativity out on just the teams that we serve. We got to remember that they're playing a large role in helping us be successful. Whenever we turn the corner from wherever the failed state we're in and we get into a place to where things are better, they were right there with us while they were making things better. So let's make it a point to show gratitude to our teams every single day, right? Express that value every single day. Number 2, we should also praise effort. It kind of goes into, there's going to be days where we fail. There's going to be days that we succeed in terms of what our benchmarks are and what our goals are. Even on those days where you feel stretched and you might not have hit the mark as much as you can, but you have a team that is busting their ends and they're working hard, you need to praise that effort if you're going to be an effective leader, if you're going to be a leader that expresses value every single day. Because I guarantee you that the team member is not looking at the goals as intently as you are. So they, in their mind is that they've given their best. And when you have people around you giving their best, and even if a person is giving their best, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to hit the goal. But you still should praise the effort given because they didn't have to give that effort. They didn't have to give their best. And so you want to appreciate and then when you appreciate people for giving their best, that incentivizes them to continue to give their best. That incentivizes them to give their best again. So let's make sure that we're praising the effort that we want to have on our team. And then we should reward performance when the opportunity presents itself. And so in those instances where we did hit the goal, or whether that's a quarterly goal, a monthly goal, we break a record. Like in our business, there's maybe 20 to 30 records that we can possibly break, whether it's whole day performance metrics or day part performance metrics. Profitability items, top line sales items. And so there's so many different things that we can look at and evaluate. And when your team performs at a high level where they set the bar even higher, you have to get in a position to reward that behavior. Because what happens is that, again, they may not realize whether or not they were on track to break a record, but they were just giving their all, and your team was just giving their best, and that culminated into the perfect storm of you guys performing at a level that you've never performed at before. And so when I say reward, you don't have to break the bank to reward someone. You know, a simple thank you card, a handwritten card, you know, just to sincerely show that you care about the individual goes a long way. You know, for us, sometimes, you know, we work at Chick-fil-A, we might go get Starbucks every now and then, or we might go to a different a local restaurant or entity to go get something that's different or beyond or above and beyond what we normally have, just to show that additional token of appreciation. The thing about it is, I think sometimes we look at doing those certain things as if it's not enough, but what you don't realize is that there's team members who really will appreciate that, because sometimes they may not, some people may have never had Starbucks, you know, not crazy as it sounds, but some people maybe don't indulge in those things. And so when we present those opportunities for them to have it because they've done something well, that incentivizes them to continue to try to do so. And so those would be the three things that I would definitely lean into in terms of being a leader that values others. One, expressing the value that people have every single day, whether you know, benchmark goals met or not. Praising effort every day, because I think the people who signed up to show up to do what they're supposed to do, they do their thing. And number three, just reward when the team that you're serving performs at a high level. You know, just making sure that those three things are intact, and you kind of try to touch on those every single day. It'd be wildly important. So thank you guys. I went over a little longer than I normally would, but I definitely appreciate you guys rocking with us for the time being. Until next time, TPE fam.